It entered the Indian market with a tagline that read, "Flagship Killer." Within a month, it sold over 70,000 handsets. The OnePlus One India story is impressive at many levels. Adopting the invite-only model, the OnePlus One smartphone has quite quickly achieved a cult-like status in India, making quite an impact and giving the very popular Xiaomi a tough fight. Ridhima Bhatnagar tracks OnePlus's journey in India and also tries to get a sense on what its next plan of action is. Take it away.
Invite always creates a little bit of, rush in the market.
I didn't have the invite first.
I've heard of it. A lot of buzz was created when it was launched online.
I'm in favor of this kind of format because it brings that aspirational, thing with it.
OnePlus One actually got the best of Cyanogen Mod and Android and put everything into a price point which is accessible.
A 10-month-old company, an invite-only system, an online portal sale, 1 million handsets sold. That is pretty much what defines the OnePlus story. For those of you who are unaware of why the phone has been making news, take a look at these numbers. Even as tech giants like Samsung are witnessing a drop in sales, this debutant has shipped 1,055 tons of merchandise across continents in 2014. East Asia grabbed the maximum share of handsets at 39%, Europe at 32%, North America at 22%, and finally India at 7%. India too was introduced to OnePlus One in December 2014 in this novel way and has taken to it rather well.
India is already among our top 3 markets, and by end of this year we expect India to be the biggest market. In 2014 we have actually sold close to 1 million devices globally, and interestingly India, we were present for only 1 month in December, and yet India accounted for around 7% of overall sales. So it's a big market for us.
What's interesting about how OnePlus One markets itself is an invite-only model. The invite-only model follows the route of what Gmail did back in the heydays. It essentially means you can buy a OnePlus One phone only if you've received an invite. And what makes it even more interesting is that an invite is valid only for about 48 hours. In India, the response was rather heartening, with close to 70,000 handsets being sold in the first month itself.
I would definitely say that we have been positively surprised by the demand of this phone, especially since it's a flagship phone. It's not I would say a sub 10,000, it's 21,999 rupees, so almost 22,000 rupees phone. But we have been positively surprised. We have sold hundreds of thousands of these devices already.
As part of the invite-only process, OnePlus ensured that potential buyers could only purchase the phone if they did 3 of the following: subscribe to its newsletters, follow its social media accounts, or join the OnePlus forum. This approach ensured that the brand not only got significant traction across all its social platforms, but also managed to in turn boost its sales. The invite-only model ensures 2 things. One, that it manages to keep track of the demand charts in the country, and also ensures that there are no misplaced expectations from potential buyers, as the company only releases invites according to the inventory at hand, leading to effective inventory management.
Invite system is a great way for us to offer a better user experience, since for every invite there is a device waiting in our warehouse ready to be dispatched as soon as the order is placed, so a user can place an order without having to worry about stockouts. It is also a great marketing channel for us, since for every invite that a user uses to buy the phone, he will get 3 additional invites which they will share with their friends and families. So potentially we can reach out to user segment who have not heard about our brand or product and still buy our phone because the product is recommended by someone they trust.
They actually wanted to test the waters by inviting very specific people. Even for invitation, you just couldn't get through. I mean, you had to attend certain contests, understand some features, because their whole idea was they wanted to give it to people who would keep the phone rather than just discard it, but also price the phone at a very differential price compared to an iPhone or a Samsung. And you also restrict it to a specific set of people, thereby managing your inventory. right? Normally, when you look at any cell phone manufacturer, especially a high-end manufacturer, it is quite expensive. So if you have to roll out on a large scale, it may not be possible. But by invitation, they are restricting the amount of inventory, looking at the customer experience, getting some feedback, and just testing the market.
The other interesting tactic deployed by OnePlus was tying up exclusively with Amazon as its online partner, making it the only retailer selling the handset. For OnePlus, this gave them not only an exclusive online partner to manage their customer support, allowing them to monitor its demand-supply chain, but also maintain exclusivity for the brand.
First of all, starting with our customer obsession, right? We focus on how to deliver value to our customer, and that's something that OnePlus saw in us, that how we're focused on building the right experience for our customer. So that was very important. As well as we didn't want some short-term benefit out of this relationship. We wanted to make them successful in India and together be very long-term focused along with OnePlus.
Amazon has been really supportive in terms of incorporating our invite model, which is really unique to us, and they had to incorporate a lot of tech changes in the system to achieve this. It's a global partnership, and we intend to launch our products on Amazon platform in other countries as well.
Being a hit globally, OnePlus had huge expectations in the Indian market. So 1 month before the launch, the brand announced global warranty for all its users, stating that an Indian user who had the global version of the One from OnePlus.net could avail after-sales service locally. Creating the right buzz on social media was important for OnePlus, as it needed high levels of user engagement to be visible on these social platforms, given that their target audience falls between the age group of 18 to 34. OnePlus has almost 100,000 media mentions on the internet, 156,000 followers in Google+, 46,000 followers on Instagram, 190,000 followers on Twitter, 1.1 million Facebook fans and 50,000 YouTube subscribers. Even after the launch, OnePlus is working hard to ensure smooth after-sales service and customer satisfaction in the market. They have partnered with HCL for their after-sales service and will be using almost 300 plus outlets of HCL across the country for the same.
The whole thing is to give a absolutely unparalleled customer experience, and for that we are going the extra mile to actually provide a drop and pick facility with the customer. You know, especially enterprise customers, for example, they need pick and drop because they are working in offices. Other is that, you know, providing a complete flagship experience of people walking in and getting their on-the-spot repair as soon as they the phone comes in.
Since OnePlus is still in a nascent stage, the road ahead is long for them in the Indian market. Working with just a 2-member team, the company plans to launch one new product every quarter. Confirming that they will remain online, the brand plans to launch new products as well as their own OS called the Oxygen OS next month.